Have you ever heard someone tell a parent who's been cut off from their child, just move on? It sounds like practical advice, doesn't it? But today we're going to talk about why that simple phrase is one of the most damaging things you can say to an alienated parent. It completely misunderstands the heart of their pain. Let's get into why. When we tell someone to move on, we're usually talking about a breakup, a job loss, or the death of a loved one. Those are final. They are events in the past. But parental alienation isn't a past event. It's an ongoing daily reality. The child isn't gone. They're just out of reach. They are still alive, growing up, having birthdays, graduating, maybe even getting married. But the parent is forced to watch from a distance, completely erased from their child's life. Think about it. How do you move on from a child who is still out there in the world? You don't. The grief isn't a single wave, it's a relentless tide. It comes crashing back with every holiday card you don't receive, every school play you're not invited to, every milestone you only hear about through the grapevine or see on social media. The empty chair at the dinner table isn't just a memory, it's a constant, painful presence of an absence. So when we say just move on, what we're really doing, unintentionally or not, is a form of gaslighting. We're telling these parents that their pain is somehow their fault, that they're choosing to suffer, or that their love is too intense, too much. We're invalidating a grief that is very, very real and deeply traumatic. It's like telling someone with a broken leg to just walk it off. It dismisses the injury and blames the person for not being able to function normally. This pressure to move on also distracts from the real issue. It shifts the focus away from the toxic dynamics or the systemic failures that allowed the alienation to happen in the first place. Instead of asking, what went wrong here? Who is responsible for severing this bond? Society points a finger at the grieving parent and asks, why can't you just get over it? It is a way of avoiding an uncomfortable truth, that our families and sometimes our legal systems are failing to protect the fundamental right of a child to have a healthy relationship with both parents. And this creates a cruel double bind for the alienated parent. If they fight to stay in their child's life, if they go to court, if they send letters and texts, they're often labeled as obsessive, controlling, or high conflict. They're seen as the problem. But if they follow the advice to step back and move on, they're accused of not caring. They're judged for abandoning their child. They literally can't win. Either way, they face criticism and judgment, which only deepens their isolation and makes it harder to seek the support they so desperately need. It's so important to understand that these parents aren't just sitting around, wallowing in sadness. They are actively enduring a complex, long-term trauma. They are often working on themselves, going to therapy, and trying to build a life that can withstand this profound loss. But they are also doing something incredibly brave. They are keeping a space open in their hearts. They are staying emotionally available, holding on to hope, just in case their child ever finds their way back. This isn't weakness. It's an incredible act of strength and loyalty. It's a testament to the enduring power of parental love. To stay present for someone who has been taught to erase you is one of the hardest things a person can do. It requires immense emotional resilience. They are not stuck in the past. They are holding a vigil for the future. So, what does real support look like? It's not about giving pep talks or forcing someone to accept a situation that is fundamentally unjust. True support starts with listening. It means sitting with them in their pain without trying to fix it. It means acknowledging the injustice of what has happened to them and their child. It means saying things like, "This is so unfair, and I'm so sorry you're going through this," instead of, "You need to let go." Healthy support involves helping them find strategies to protect their own mental health, while keeping the door open for reconciliation. It might mean encouraging them to find a support group with other parents who understand, or celebrating the small steps they take to rebuild their own lives, without ever suggesting they should forget their child. Perhaps the question we should be asking as a society isn't, why don't these parents just move on? The real question is, why are we, as a society, acting like this situation is normal or acceptable Why do we turn a blind eye to a dynamic that robs a child of a parent and a parent of a child? Parental alienation is a serious issue that deserves our compassion, our awareness, and our collective effort to change. We need to stop dismissing the pain of these parents and start recognizing it for what it is, a legitimate response to a traumatic loss. The final message here is simple but profound. You don't turn off love for a child like a light switch. It's not a faucet you can just shut off when the relationship becomes difficult. Continuing to love your child, even in their absence, isn't a sign of dysfunction. It's what it means to be a parent. The love remains, because the child remains. And holding on to that love isn't a failure to move on. It's the very definition of parenthood. If you've been through this or know someone who has, please share your story in the comments. Let's create a space of understanding, not judgment. Thank you for watching, and please consider subscribing for more conversations that matter.